It's astounding to me. The best example I could give, I want to give brand names so bad, but I don't, and I never will. There's hundreds of millions of dollars a year of purchases that are made by consumers at the direction of or influenced by one way or another physical therapy clinics across the country. If you think of, oh, go to Amazon, go to Amazon, go to this website, go to this brand, whatever the case is, or even better yet, um, which is another thing I harp on, products that are used inside physical therapy clinics, brands, specific brands that are used inside physical therapy clinics, get tons of direct to consumer orders just because that's what their therapists use. They like physical therapists are treated, I'm gonna go tad of a rant. Physical therapists are treated as the end customer. As in when you go to Walmart, you buy something, you're paying the highest price because manufacturer made it, then it goes to Walmart, whatever. You're the end customer. There's no advertising benefit. The brand doesn't make any money by having you be their customer other than that transaction, unless you're like a famous influencer, which they're going to work on. Physical therapy is not like that at all, but yet it gets treated that way. As in, hey, maybe if you buy from a distributor, we'll give you some discounts for sure. But then again, that legacy brand can go run an Amazon sale. I just found this out a couple weeks ago. I called my distributor buddy. That brand was running a sale so large that I think it was the same price or less than what the distributor wholesale price was. So PTs are actually paying more than these brands are they got to inventory, they got to sell. There's no kind of loyalty to the physical therapist from a price perspective. And like PT should be rewarded for the say they had like the purchases that are made from their suggestions or kind of from the influence that they have, but no company has ever really done it successfully because all the margin in direct to consumer brands, Facebook, Google ads, hiring these growth agencies, whatever the case is, I don't have any money to pay them. Well, if you just dispense with all of that, most of the products for fitness, if it sells for $20, the landed cost is probably around $2 to $3 most of the time. It depends on what we're getting from where, but $2 to $3. So what happens with the 17? Obviously, company needs to make money. The company's gonna have employees at some point, but like the physical therapist, there's plenty of money to pay them. If you make the physical therapist, hey, I wanna serve this group, this demographic. I want to reward them for advertising my product, for recommending my products, for doing all of these things, and boosting my Amazon listings, whatever the case is. I want to include them in that, and um, it's just I just don't understand how maybe they haven't really been given other choices, but PTs in general are just willingly paying high pricing for products, and it's just the way things have been.
First of all, we're gonna have to. We should probably do a couple more episodes on this too, because I think the thing is that like there's something to this, and I think what I'll do is like I'll wrap this part by just saying that like everything that you and I are talking about might seem foreign to the PTOT, the practice owners or whatever. But I would just argue that, like, if for anybody that's like made it this far in the episode, just find me one real world example of a successful business outside of PTOT that does not do what we're talking about, and I will gladly stop talking about this. But the point is, like, your grocery store, your gym, your, even your plumber, everybody is selling some sort of product on top of whatever service they provide. And it's the practice owners, the PTOT, particularly in this case, that are like probably the ones that are spending more time poking holes in these ideas rather than admitting that like it is working. It may not exactly work the same for this industry, but it will work. And to your point earlier, like the patient is spending the money. They are spending the money on stuff. It's just that the practice owners that recommended something are the only ones getting left behind because they're not doing anything about it. So that was probably my worst pep talk of the day, but there's something to it.
Like I don't think there's ever been a mass study that's done by this, so I can't. I think someone mentioned to me offhand that there was a study done. They didn't send it to me. I couldn't find it, so I don't know if this is true or not. It does make sense, but that the patient, of course, patient outcomes is probably one of the most important things. So we want our patients to get better. That's take care of them on top of making money, like patient outcomes. That's where a lot of PTs get into this. They want to help people. Do you think there's a better chance a patient gets better faster and does their at-home exercise program if you send them home with the products they need to complete the at-home exercise program, or if you send them home and they need exercise ball, they need this, they need that? Okay, we're going to go on Amazon or we're going to go on Walmart, whatever. We're still going to get it in 3 days. But 3 days has gone by and they don't have what they need. And there's a massive shift in just humans in general. 3 days, I don't have what I need. It's a lot harder for them to kind of get started when they do get this stuff. Also, they have tons of good stuff on Amazon. Nothing wrong with that. But there's an extra level of confidence that they get. Oh, I got this stuff from my physical therapist. I'm working with them. I got the sheet of stuff I'm supposed to do. I get to go home that day. I get started. There's a different level of commitment. There's a different level of kind of excitement, but that all this stuff and they're going to get better faster. Or you send them home, okay, and they come back 2 weeks. Hey, what exercise would you get? Still my Amazon card didn't get it yet. So you're telling me you didn't do any of the exercises that you were supposed to do with that particular product? Yeah, I'll get on it. It's just like PTs have to do everything they can and then some to kind of force their patients to do exercises sometimes, even though they don't want to, because they know it will help them get better. And this is just another touch point of you got the products. There's no excuse. I can send an email, like I can send you an email in 24 hours. Hey, how'd your first round of exercises go? I can't send you that email if you don't have anything. Oh, sorry, Paul, I don't have any of the products.
If you'd like to learn more about Strata PT and see how our EMR and RCM works, head over to stratapt.com to book a demo.